Hello Aries, thank you for tuning in for June Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elle and this reading is for your sun sign, rising sign and moon sign. Now for those of you that have subscribed, as you know, this is a general reading for the collective. For a more personal reading, please have a look at the description box and you'll be able to get in contact with me and book your reading. And this month I would also like to ask that you let me know in the comments below what you would like me to ask Great Spirit or universe for my picker cards. I've done a your totem animal picker cards, which you'll find down in the videos selection down there, which gives you your spirit animal message and guide. They're called totem animals, and that'll, no matter when you use it, you will still get the appropriate message that is needed at that time for you. So the timeline is continuous on the picker cards or the picker pile. But if you'd like to just leave me a comment of what questions you would like me to ask for future ones, that would be wonderful, and I can do the next picker card associated with that. Now, I usually do those on full moons or new moons. I like those sort of energies associated with those moon phases. So, yeah, please do leave a comment down there. And for those of you that are new to my Zodiac Wheel readings and my channel, welcome, and please subscribe so that you can get these updates, as I do update regularly. And this week this month rather, I have actually got a bit of an injury, so I will be shuffling the cards a little bit different to usual. I just have to make an adjustment because this hand isn't working. It's actually got stitches in it, so but it'll be fine. I'm getting better by the minute, and yeah, so I will be shuffling a bit differently, and I'll be tweeting the cards instead of holding them like that, because the injury is actually in there. So when I tweet, I'll just be mixing them all up and focusing on Aries for the month of June and what messages are there for Aries. So I would like to now invite Great Spirit and my angels and my guides to join me with this reading for you, Aries, and give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Aries' highest good and the good of all concerned. So now I will just get them into order, and I'll just pick 12 cards. Well, there's one turned over, so we'll start with that, and I'll pick the 12 cards as I go around, and we'll see what messages there are here for you, Aries. Oh, yes, very nice. Lovely. Alrighty. So, Aries, this is being shown here that you have many choices to choose from. And I do feel with this card that you're trying to do too many things at once, I suppose, is the best way to explain that. It's showing here that it's fun orientated, and the only thing that you need to do is maybe pull back a little bit and focus on one thing at a time. Now, you are being shown here also that you may have to actually let go of some things, which is a strong energy around now until the end of October, actually, with Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Well, till the early October, sorry. That, you know, there are some things that we need to purge and let go of, and this is showing here that in order to move into the direction you want to go, you've sometimes got to turn your back on a few things. So I just feel that you are also picking up on people's moods and feelings, and able to handle it with compassion and understanding, which is lovely. For you, the last quarter of the moon is in Aries on the 25th of June. And you could, because this is a bit of an emotional card because of letting go of things, and letting go of what was once necessary, that on that part of your journey now is being changed in some way. So yeah, there's leaving that behind, but not forsaking, really, just leaving that there, knowing that, right, I've accomplished that, now I have to move on to the next stage, because this is the area of your wheel that is connected with other people's money, and it's opposing other people's money, which is actually a lovely card up there with the Empress. So I do feel that there's support coming from others with this. So, you know, you could even be feeling a little bit nervy about, you know, is this really where I want to go, and do I really want to do this? So that's the kind of energy with the second house of how you earn your money and your values and self-worth. So interesting choices to be made to take you in that direction, Aries. And here with communication, you have the King of Wands, who is a very creative sign, being a fire sign, and a strong energies towards cutting to the chase, and having the fire in their belly enough to motivate and be taking action. So with that being in the communication house, interestingly enough, we have the new moon on the 3rd of June moving into Gemini. Well, it is in Gemini. And around that time, just have a look to see how the communication that you're trying to communicate, or maybe others are communicating with you, is very emotionally felt. And also, yeah, make sure that your communication is factually accurate, because there is a tendency for a little bit of superficial communication with the Gemini new moon. So, and that's on the 3rd of June. And we have had Mercury moving quite fast through Taurus and into Gemini, and it's in its own sign of Gemini since the 21st of May. Now, some of you may have actually felt the quickening, which is also, you know, that drive and determination to take action, and many things happening at once, and a lot of communication backwards and forwards with that Mercury energy there in its own sign. And it could have included, or could be including groups, short travel, relatives, your local neighbourhood. But the good news is that on the 5th of June, Mercury enters into Cancer. So that is a time of feeling the emotions and the ability to communicate beyond words, and a true reflection of sensitivity and empathy, which you will also show a true caring for others, which is a very... The fire signs, even though they're action-orientated energies, they are also very caring and understanding, and always wanting to assist and you know, put into action new ideas. So, and this is the King of Wands here. So it's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. And there's a lot of loyalty connected with that too. So let me know in the comments who you feel that is representing. It could be yourself, or it could be somebody else in your life. So Mercury stays in Cancer until it enters Leo on the 28th of June. So around that time, with that Leo energy, be careful not to be dictatorial. Like, try not to dictate. Also, a time where you have to be careful of how you use your words. Words have power, and for good or ill. And it is very careful about your own mind talk, what you've got going on inside your head. Are you talking, is your mind talk to yourself uplifting, or are you noticing more that it's a bit, you know, on a downward spiral? And a good time here in the end of June in particular, with it going into Leo on the 28th, but also from the 5th of June with it going into Cancer, for you to really think about your own self-talk and how you're communicating with others, because your words can have a lasting effect. Okay, now here, backing that up in the 4th house, we have the Knight of Wands at the base of the wheel, and the 4th house is your innermost personal life. And with the Knight of Wands being there, even though it was reversed, it's, if you're looking to move with the Knight of Wands reversed, I'm feeling that maybe there's a bit of a delay on the move, but certainly not an end to being able to move. So you will be able to move forward. It's just a matter of waiting for the right time, because it is all about timing, Aries. And, you know, being a little bit impatient, you're probably really just wanting to get it all happening and get it on the move. Now, again, the 4th house is ruled by Cancer, so the moon will be going into Cancer on the 4th of June, as I said, and then Mercury into Cancer on the 5th of June. So you are here around that early part of June comfortable in your own place, and use that energy for being able to manifest that comfort. If you are looking to move into a new place, or you're looking for you're looking at someone moving into your private space, use that feeling of comfort of how you would feel in your ideal situation in your own private space and home, and feel how that feels, and really use, well, you can use the energy as of the full moon, the new moon, in Gemini, because new moons are really a wonderful time for us to set our intentions and get on that frequency level of setting our new intentions, and it's always a lovely time with the new moon to, you know, put your wishes out and put forth your intentions for the month ahead, and what you'd like to see manifest. And I just feel with the strong Cancer energy from Mercury here, also from the 5th of June onwards, you will be probably even happy to withdraw into your shell, because the Sun is entering a Cancer also on the 21st of June. So, you know, a little bit of self-protection as well, which, and as I said, withdrawing into your own shell, which can go well for those of us living in the Southern Hemisphere, because it's winter come the beginning of June. For the Northern Hemisphere, of course, it goes into summer. Lovely, beautiful, warm weather for all of you up there in the Northern Hemisphere. And down here in the Southern Hemisphere, you know, we do withdraw a little bit at this time of year. So it is quite in tune with the Cancer Sun energy. And you can enjoy using those frequencies for nurturing yourself as well as others with the Sun there in Cancer. So yeah, I just feel that it may, if you're looking to get things moving forward, which is this energy that you're communicating because you want to get the action going, there may be little delays and things holding you up, but that is going to turn around. And here in your area of fun and matters of the heart, sport, all of that kind of thing, well, that is reversed as well. And the Eight of Swords reversed is quite a helpful sign there in that area of your life. It's sort of showing that there may have been a need for rest, and you may have felt that you, you know, wanted to just get that nurturing. Well, here through June, with the strong Cancer energies, I do feel even if someone isn't nurturing you, you are going to be able to have some time to nurture for yourself, which I don't feel that a lot of us get enough time to actually do that. So yeah, if there's anything that you've been thinking, I need to take care of that, and I keep putting other people first, and before I go out and enjoy myself and have some fun, I'll put this into place and get that organised. And it could well be to do with some sort of enjoyment, like you might be organising a massage for yourself, or you may be deciding to go to the movies and see a movie that you really wanted to see, that kind of thing. So it's sort of whatever is giving you, and we have messages being going backwards and forwards between your work colleagues, or maybe it's employers, and any updates or messages that you are needing from the area of health. Again, self-care. You know, I just feel that, you know, if you've been a little bit run down this month of June, you're going to put yourself first a little bit, which Aries are good at that, but sometimes they forget that they actually need to rest and nurture their bodies with, you know, healthy food and a bit more of a healthy lifestyle and that kind of thing. And this is saying to me here that you are not maybe necessarily starting a new health regime, but you're acknowledging within yourself that you need to stop doing everything for everybody else. If say, for instance, because the pages do represent young people, so it could be the youth, your children, or something like that you're putting first, and it's just saying, you know, just pull back a little bit, and unless you take care of yourself, you can't look after anybody else, basically, Aries. Now, here in your area of partnerships and relationships and even opponents, you have the Queen of Wands. So again, fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And as I said, this is a very full Wands energy down here in your inner life. And the Queen of Wands is also letting you know that you have loyal, supportive friends, because it's about relationships of any kind. And the female energy is very strong in your partnerships. So, you know, being in touch with not just the one side, but being able to balance both sides of the yin and yang, so to speak. And the Queen is a influence here in this area to help you bring about some of the communication, as well as the, you know, putting your feelings on the table, so to speak. Because you could have, you know, strong, colourful personal considerations. Again, you know, making sure that your information is accurate. That's a rather important energy that I pick up on for June in particular, because it can also be intense energy coming, you know, so you've got to make sure that your passion doesn't override the facts. Or it could even be you're dealing with somebody that is presenting that to you, also, Aries. So, and with there being a full moon in Sagittarius on the 17th of June, that is quite a beneficial energy coming from the moon to Aries sun sign people, or indeed rising signs or moon signs, or even your Venus or Mars. So if you've got any of those planets in Aries, for example, or any of the planets in Aries or in another fire sign, you will be feeling this energy. It's quite an uplifting energy. And the interesting thing with the full moon in Sagittarius on the 17th, which is at 26 degrees of Sagittarius, it's the point in the sky that we find the galactic centre, which is fascinating, especially if you have a look at that moon on the 17th. You will know that you are facing directly towards the galactic centre, and that's powerful energy coming out. The rays of the galactic centre are are magnified so much more strongly, and a Sagittarius is right there, right within the vicinity of our amazing galactic centre. And down here in the southern hemisphere in Australia, Australia actually faces the galactic centre. So we do actually have the great fortune of having a wonderful view of the Milky Way down here because of where we're placed on the planet and how it faces straight towards the galactic centre. So, and through the autumn months, it's a beautiful time to stargaze down here as well. So, you know, if you're needing to get some grounding and, you know, get yourself tuned in a little bit here around that time of the full moon on the 17th, looking out towards the galactic centre is a magical energy feeling. You know, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you'll be fortunate enough to be able to take your shoes off because it'll be quite warm up there for you all, and you know, actually do some grounding as well, so you're connecting your earth walk with the universal source energy. And you will then sort of also be giving yourself some of that nurturing that you need. That's another way of nurturing. So that's the message I'm getting here from the fire energy being shown through these wand cards that are showing up. And this, if you have to, you know, help manifest these more productive, positive energies to come through in partnerships, that's a wonderful time to do it. Now here, as I said before, with the Empress in the area of other people's money, and you know, that could be taxes as well, or tax returns, governments, and could be loans, that kind of energy. The Empress card is being shown here. Now, she is a very fruitful influence in that area. So I do feel if your concerns are to do with, will I have the money? How do I get enough money for what you need to get off the ground or start moving towards? This is showing you here that it's coming, it's there, so you can feel a little bit relaxed within yourself that you will actually see that materializing. And again here with the Two of Pentacles being shown here for you, Aries, that's showing that you are balancing out your budget. Now, it's also in the area of long distance travel and higher education. So I am feeling that maybe, how do I put it? It's because it's it's showing me, you know, the balance. It's showing that the budget, you have to balance the budget. So some of you may find that you just have to pull back a bit. And I feel it's something to do with the home or the family environment, that you've got a sort of, you've got a bit of a delay being shown, and that could be draining some of that that financial flow that you would really like. But it's only temporary. You know, this too shall pass. So it's not a permanent condition that you have to endure. And there's also connections here with foreign cultures, or hearing from someone that is overseas or far away, like it's long distance kind of thing, so they may be held up because of their budget also. Now we have the Knight of Cups here being shown as also delays around that, and that's in the zenith of the wheel, so that is connected to career. And when we have career issues or decisions to be made, you're looking at whether or not you're using your own unique talents with this Knight of Cups reversed. So, and there also could be, for some of you, Aries, someone in the career sector that you're realizing actually is jealous of you. And just watch that if you're being instructed or advised by someone, that they're actually giving you the right information, because maybe they want to see you trip up. So just be careful of that, and you know, don't take it at because there is that energy around of making sure that the information you get is accurate and factual this month through June. So let me know in the comments if you're dealing with anyone like that. I might be able to do a pick a card about whether or not you can trust somebody in your workplace. That just came to me. Now, here in your hopes and wishes, a lovely, lovely Six of Cups, where friendships, long-term friendships are really standing out for you here with that Six of Cups. And with it reverse, it's saying speedy happenings. So, you know, like, I do feel that with the Venus energy this month, because Venus will be moving into Gemini on the 10th of June, so see what energies are in play and what unfolds for you around the 10th of June, Aries. And it's in Gemini. So you're every bit good enough and feeling up to it to, you know, cheer someone up and use that lightheartedness to cheer someone up, because, you know, laughter is the best medicine. And you're also it's being shown too that you can listen to your friends and listen to that social group and understand where they're coming from, and seeing the larger picture with that. And this can help lift people's burdens, really. So in a way, with the friendship groups, your area, you're being shown as because you're getting support from outside as well, which could well be coming from them. So in return, you're able to give them a bit of a boost too. So lovely energies there. And here in the area of what's hidden from you and your subconscious, and also a very strong psychic area with the 12th house energies, it's showing here that you're every bit good enough for this competition that you may find yourself in, if you find yourself having to compete for anything. But the energies that I feel talking to you here, Aries, with something like that, is to use compassion. Yes, be competitive, but be compassionate as well. And that's also something that's changing gears here is Mars, because it moved into Cancer on the 16th of May. And even though that energy can alienate you from others, with being competitive, you also need to make sure that your needs are being met, and that's where the competitiveness is actually coming from. And this is showing me that you're doing it with true intent here, and yet yes, using compromise and being aware of other people's needs as well as your own, and listening and being honest and saying what you think, and even initiating intimacies where everyone's needs are being met. So I really feel like you're not being a leader in the sense of trying to control others, which you can check in with yourself around about the 17th of June when the moon is in Capricorn, of are you trying to control others, or are you relinquishing control? And that will give you a bit of an insight into your own unique self, Aries. But I just feel that your leading is coming from leading by example instead of leading by dictatorial, this is how you've got to do it. You'll be advising without pushing. That's what I feel. And in the meantime, when you've got to deal with others. But in the meantime, you're the best you can as an Aries to be patient for the move that you're ready to make, because you've got all these goals set and you've been willing to relinquish some of the things from the past, and reflect on all it took to get you here, bless it, and then move forward. So now I'll do a confirmation. Oh, sorry, I've got a little bit of something on that card. I'll just get it off. Confirmation reading with my animal cards. Now today, because I can't shuffle properly, I'm just going to split the deck and ask Great Spirit to guide me to the right place for confirmation reading for Aries for June 2019. Thank you. Alright, so we have the 10 of Winter. Husky dog. Siberian Husky. Gorgeous, isn't he? So dog medicine. So that is showing loyalty. Your loyalty, Aries, because as we all know, Aries is a very loyal energy to be under and be using. So the message for you, Aries, is the end of a career path or project or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. Oh, lovely. So if you've been worrying about that kind of thing, Aries, that they are letting you know, keep the faith and have the trust that things will be working out in the not too distant future, because as I said, that is the speedy happenings indicator there, and that's the house of social friendship, social groups as well as friendships, and it is the wishes fulfilled house. So I do feel you haven't got that long to wait. Okay, so I hope that's helped clarify a few things for you, Aries, because we do actually often need a little bit of clarification, especially with Neptune in Pisces, and you know, that can bring a bit of brain fog, as I call it, or confusion. You may, you know, sometimes feel like you're sitting under a mushroom or being misled by others, but here on the 14th of June or around that time, the frequency will be ideal for you to help. You can find that you are being guided and you are being artistically or creatively inspired, really. So some of you are creative Aries out there may actually find their muse if that is something that pertains to any of you, which it will to some of you. So thank you for tuning in, beautiful people, and thank you for letting me know in the comments through the last few months where you have felt these energies and frequencies playing out for you. I'd read all your comments, and as I said, I will be really looking forward to you letting me know what questions I could ask in regards to the pick a card pile or just the pick a pile spread. Now, if you want to get in contact with me and book a reading for a more personal, in-depth reading, you can find me at L Intuitive on Facebook, and I'm also on Twitter and Instagram, and I've included the information in the description box below. And please go to my website. It is free, www.lpsychicastrology.com, so you can book a reading through that, and I do those readings through Skype or recorded personal reading if you like, as well as personal readings. So I look forward to hearing from you. There's a few places available for the month ahead, so get in quick and book your reading there. And until we talk again, thank you for being a part of my channel and for liking and subscribing and sharing. I am so grateful to all of you and love hearing from you. So loving light and many blessings to you all. Until next time, namaste.